guess this backdrop is as good as it's going to get right now, and as best as I can find right now. And I have a crazy autograph purchase. I basically, last week, participated in some sort of crazy auction. I couldn't believe what I won and how much I won, and I thought I was going to be zillions of dollars. It didn't matter what I was going to pay because I wanted some of these cards. Some of them were practically free. I mean, that was just how crazy this auction was. Some of them I have for future, gifts for people or giveaways or whatever you want to call it, care package type things. But, and there's a bunch of those, but some of them are just so awesome looking, I haven't decided whether I want to keep them or not. Before I get into that, I wanted to share with you a couple things I picked up here. I mean, the autographs, this is like Media Marauder style video where he shows up with zillions of autographs. So we'll show you one that came in the mail today, and I'll show you some stamps. This is a letter that got mailed to me, and look at how cool those are. There's a guy locally that sends out flyers and uses those stamps. But I picked this up. This was on sale, I guess, for $1 or $2. I don't really remember. These are Strat-O-Matic or something like that. I'm not really familiar from a board game of something, some sort of game called Strat-O-Matic. And this is a pitching card for the Montreal Expos, and this is Gary Lucas's autograph by Gary Lucas PC. How cool is that one there? I have absolutely none of these. This is the 1984 one. Excuse me. There's another one. Some of these are quite expensive to get. I think there was a very few Strat-O-Matics on COMC, but really cool to have that one. I'm not even sure if they're part of the Gary Lucas list on trading card database. So there are, probably at least 100 autographs that I have to be looking for, and some of them will be in this next lot here. So that is very cool to have that one. If you know anything about Strat-O-Matic or if you've gotten any of these things signed, very cool. Somebody got that signed. You don't find those very often at all. And then I found some more of these stickers here. Came from like a sticker book. The Philippines or whatever, so I got all kinds of Philippine kind of stickers and activities things which I might glue onto or paste onto envelopes. We shall see what I'm doing. Those came out of a free box. I had a few more books that came out of the free box, but I chose not to show those because I want to get through these autographs here because it's going to be insane. And there's a lot of set build stuff here, or set project. But anyway, I got 3 records here. Powerful People, Gino Vanelli. I'm not a huge Gino Vanelli fan, but I wanted to see what he was all about here. These were 3 for $1. And I always feel like, if you're going to take something from a free box at a thrift store, you should buy something in the store. So I bought 3 of the 3 for $1 records. One of these days it's going to ease up a little bit and there'll be some more room and some better ones might come in. This one is the Three Sons Dancing on a Cloud. Somebody was a fan of Three Sons that got me interested in them. I don't know if it was a YouTube person or my friend Chris or whatever, but they mentioned the Three Sons and they're okay. And I mean, that's not my, but it's good, background music. The Three Sons Dancing on a Cloud, 41 favorite selections and dance tempo. No idea what the heck this is. So if this is the actual Three Sons or what's going on here. Just very quickly, let's look at the vinyl here. Again, Dwight Allen Shelton is in there, and I don't know if that's Dwight Allen Shelton or what this is. So it could be the wrong record here. Do not know. I'll have to figure this one out here. So it's maybe a dance record. I don't know. I'll probably throw that one away. And then we got Dottie West, Carolina Cousins. I don't know if she's still around, but she's got a Coca-Cola in there. It's crazy that they let her do that back in the day. But there's Skinny as a Rail Dottie West there, so that's pretty funny there. And there's a couple of scratches on the album, but you know what? Yeah, whatever. So that is probably from 1970. Shoot, it could even be as late as 1980. I don't know. But it's got special thanks to Larry Barr for the steak and biscuits and scotch and Coca-Cola, and to the people of McCann Erickson for being so fantastic to work with. How funny is that? So let's get into the autographs here, and it's absolutely insane. I can't really tell you exactly how I did all this, but I just blundered on cards that were super cheap, and I just put crazy bids in it like nothing, and I won a lot of them. So most of these are going to be prospect cards here. So we have Austin Manahan, So there's that one there. It's for some sort of a Skybox pre-rookie 92 set, which I'm sort of kind of working on here. This one here is another Austin Manahan, Pirates top prospects there, and I might keep that upper deck one. I haven't decided yet there. This was one of the better ones I got. It was not necessarily one of the more expensive ones, but they put it in a top loader. Travis Lee on this really beautiful upper deck Diamondbacks prospect card there. So that is definitely a keep. I wanted that one. Or dark blue. It's really came out pretty good there, Travis Lee. Then I got a few of these, Gary Miller Jones. The Red Sox prospects, the more vintage ones, were going for more than I wanted to spend. So that's cool there. That's from 1987. Richard Lewis, and some of these upper deck sets are not super huge, but I don't know whether I'm going to put these together. I'm sorry for any kind of glare that we have here. Troy Kent in pen for the 92 Skybox. Todd Kibbe. Now the interesting thing is these came in 3 packages because I got so many cards that eBay can't handle more than a certain amount of items, so I had to do 3 different PayPals. And that was very crazy. And it came as 3 different shipments. 2 of them came yesterday, and I thought the 3rd one was lost, but it came today. Dale Kiston, 1989 Springfield. I didn't have too many of those cards there. Signed in pen as well. We have this one here. I haven't decided whether I'm keeping this Kevin Kozlowski. And on the pro cards there, I don't have very many of those. Kind of nice foiling there. Not too bad. If pro cards can do foil on their cards, you know, Topps should be able to do as well for some of their like Olympic cards, which they didn't do foil on for many years, so they decided to chrome them up instead, and then we don't have to worry about the foil. This is Luis Lopez. I think I've had his autograph before on the Padres. I don't know if he's a good signer or not there, and I don't know anything about that. That's not a set that I'm building, so that might not be one I keep. Those came in today. Greg Legg. So there's a Skybox pre-rookie 92. Now some of these are in blue and some of these are red. That might be the different... I can't get to that right now. We have Lynn Jones. Lynn Jones on the 82 Donruss. Fleer. Looks like he's got a baseball in his back pocket. Just really strange looking, his back pocket there. It's kind of very expanded there. But Lynn Jones, I think he's a good signer. But the thing is that these cards were so cheap that it was just TTM filled with autographs already on it. Gary Lucas, I needed that one for my PC. I had his card there, but I did not have the 81 Don Russ signed. So very, very happy to have that one there. That was for my PC. Then we got another Kevin Kozlowski here. I don't have a lot of these notebook pro cards here, but some of these numbers, this is number 666, and then some of them are numbered like 1,000, 2,000 there. I think there was a card number 3,000 something. We have Mark Maris. So there's that one there. We have another one of these here. This is Mike Malley. So you're seeing a theme here, a lot of M's here. So that's kind of cool. Then we have Steve Luber on the 87 there. Very dark picture. Some of these minor league cards were photographed very, very dark. Las Vegas Stars there. I don't have Keith Comstock being beat up on his card there. Doug Linton, so there's that one there. Again, a lot in blue Sharpie there. So there's a Skybox 92, which I do have a few of those. I tried to make sure I didn't get any duplicates here. Here's Bobby Jones, pre-rookie 91 line drive. I remember collecting those when I was a kid. I might have even had that card, but there was no way I was going to send off to people who were in the minor leagues. We have Dave Mochimer. There's that one signing a kind of like a goofed up Sharpie there. Some of these cards, I will tell you though, you have to be very careful because this might be a set card and this may not be like the overall set here, so I might have a card that looks correct on the front but isn't correct on the back, if that makes sense. The only USA card I was able to purchase was this one here, and this is Mark Jurek. Mark Jurek here, and I don't think I have too many, if any, from that set there, but I wanted to win something. And I think that was probably up there. I don't know exactly what it came out to, but the bill was like super little. So there were cards that were practically free and then cards that were up to $1. We have this one here, Luke Lockwood. And I don't know anything about Luke Lockwood. He's card number 432 out of a regular Bowman set there. Very busy Bowman set there, so I'm not really a fan of that, so I may or may not keep that. We'll see. But it is an Expo there, so that's kind of cool. And we have Reese Lambert. So Reese Lambert doesn't have the greatest signature, but close enough. Lambert's pretty good, but Reese is just like R. So there's that one. Tacoma Tigers. And then here is Mike Johnson. This is card number 314 for the Orioles there. Probably a cup of coffee or something, I don't really know. I saved these because there was an insert set in the 1994 Stadium Club insert set showing these cards here, the Bowmans, and so I collect those when I find them. It's quite a large set there. This is card number 224. So that's Kevin Jordan. Sorry, I couldn't get that out fast enough. Gary Lance. No, that is not Keith Comstock, but that's Gary Lance, the Las Vegas Stars. You never know. It could be the wrong player on the right card. Gary Lance. We have another Lynn Jones. So I got a bunch of Lynn Jones stuff here on the 83 Fleer. That's cool to have that one. Jeff Kunkel. Now, I will say the really popular cards were the 1990s era stuff, the Junk Wax era stuff, because people are building complete sets of those, but beautiful Jeff Kunkel there. Really happy to have that card, and I did not want to send off my copy, I guess, if that makes sense. I want to say this cost me like 60 or 75 cents, something to that effect there, but so that's still cheaper than this one here. I haven't decided whether I want to keep this one or not here. This is Joe Lawrence. Whoa, not to be confused with Joey Lawrence for the Dundon Blue Jays. I know probably Milo would probably like that one there. That's a Blue Jays card there technically. Have an 83 Fleer Bill Lasky, and Bill Lasky decided to sign his name right over the Giants script there. Really, really hard to see, so this wasn't very much. But again, it would cost me X amount of dollars to get $1 or $2 to get Bill Lasky's card without an autograph on it. Then I have Steve Luber. So I think we had seen a previous Steve Luber. We have Brian Little, so that I couldn't believe how I got that one there, because 85 Topps is a solid set to be grabbing, and I want to say this because the card was way off center that I got it. So there was card issues with many of these things, you know, centering issues. Luis Lopez, so I have two of those. I have Greg Lonegro. There's this one here for the pre-rookie 91. We have Rodney Lofton here. I'll show you the difference between one of these cards and another. I didn't think I had the Rodney Lofton card there. It's a glossy, or it's supposed to be glossy, or its gloss is partially there, and then there's nothing on the back there. But I'll keep that Rodney Lofton off to the side here, and I'll show you this next one here. So these are two of the same set here, if you think so. This one here is Scott Livingstone, and for the Toledo Mud Hens, he signed right across his face. And so a lot of those face signed cards were actually cheaper. But you see there's a difference here, because this one says for more information on the Toledo Mud Hens back there. And then this one also, this one says 157, so it's possible. But you see, some of these are not glossy. That one's not glossy, and this one is glossy. So two different variations of cards, and some people are in one set and the other, and I don't know. That's really very confusing. Still going here, we have Steve Long. And I don't remember if I have very many of those, if I'm keeping those. We shall see. Steve Leonhard. I just bid on anything that had minimum bids on it, and I got some of those. Not to reveal all my trading card secrets. J. Loviglio. So there's that one there. Very nice signature there. That's really cool. He signed it in the best spot there. One of the best spots there. Very cool. I really like that one, so that's a keep. Another Greg Legg here. It's signed in a dark spot here, but what can you do? You know, dark area there. And we have another one from this set here. This is the 1989 Pro Cards, or 90. There was a lot of 90 Pro Cards. This is Pete Magre, or Magre, M-A-G-R-E. I didn't look up his name there. It's okay signature. Then we have John Marshall for the Spartanburg Phillies. Probably a big cup of coffee there, but really cool there. A lot of these things were, you know, the earlier the cards got. This is also this is 89, but once you start getting into the 80s, the prices started to zoom up. We're getting there. Jeff Livesey, another 89. I have to be careful because some of these are different years. Jeff Livesey, so that's probably a keep there. This is Greg Legg again, so that's cool. Hopefully I will have all these documented here. Scott Little. I have other cards off to the side here that I'm not keeping, and there's a bunch of question mark ones here. This was Wendell McGee, and I just thought this was a really sick looking card here. It's a Upper Deck die cut. How cool is that? Wendell McGee. Really neat. Is he a Phillies? Yeah, he's a Phillies of some kind. 1993 Top Prospects, Wendell McGee. SP. Really neat card there. I might have to keep that one. I was thinking about, doing a trade or something with that particular card there, but it's so nice I might keep it. Then we have Dave Mochimer, which we saw earlier for the Denver Zephyrs there. But he signed a blue Sharpie that one, so probably a different time that was signed. Then we have Doug Linton for that particular set here, and this one also has the gloss on it, so this is the nationally distributed set, but very poorly collated or whatever, so I ended up with so many duplicates and not anywhere close to a set. This is another Bill Lasky here. Bill Lasky had to work really hard. He almost indented the back of the card. He really wanted that pen to stay. So Bill Lasky's autograph is really jammed on there. It looks fine from now, but anyway, if you saw it, you'd be like, wow, that card is really dented. Not on the back there, but man, he really got his signature stuck in there. Now we have another Gary Lucas. I was pretty sure I didn't have this one. I have his card there, so that's the confusing thing. I collect the unsigned and the signed card. So another Gary Lucas autograph. That's very cool to have here. And this is Eric. I can't read this. It looks like Eric LeBlanc. Kind of a neat card here. I'm probably not keeping this one here. This Eric LeBlanc Upper Deck card here. Very foily and shiny from some sort of SP Prospect set or something like that. Very cool there. 3 more cards here. We got John Lepley. John Lepley took a good 50% of the card with his signature there. John Lepley for the 91 set, I believe. And then we got one more Gary Lucas here. And I did not have this card at all. Now his signature changed just a little bit, but I can kind of guarantee that most of these are legit the way they've been signed. Nobody's copying Gary Lucas, but yeah, so there's that one, and I want to show you the signature here. So, very different signatures here. Lucas, sort of, again, different time frames, and I don't know, it's just how he did that, But the G's are sort of similar, and then the L is always like this, and so maybe it just depended on if he was using a thin Sharpie or a fat Sharpie. I don't know, but I did not have this card. And some of these can get up there because, you'd be looking at almost $5 or $6 for that signed. And then if you can get it for under $1. Most of the Gary Lucas cards that I had put bids on, I was outbid on by a lot. Some of them were like $2.50. That was getting to the point where, shoot, I should just TTM them, that card. And then we end up with Joe Lefebvre. So how's cool? Lefebvre. So there's Joe Lefebvre there. Very cool. That neat stuff there. Very cool. So 17 minutes of autographs, 3 junkie records, and all that good stuff. Had a Goodwill Bins trip. Very successful last night, but don't need to show any of that. This is just mostly going to be autographs today. That was the inner packing there, and there should be another one just like that. It was very crazy, and so I'll have some cards that I can mess with in the future. Oh, I have one more to show here. I might keep this one here. There was actually 2 more cards. I can't find the other one. Somebody with the last name of Wolf, and I can't find his card right now. I have a family, one of the family names is Wolf. No, I'm not related to Mike Wolf from American Pickers, but I could be. And then this is John Zuber, because I know people of that particular last name. He lived in California, or lives in California. I know nothing about John Zuber, although he just played for the minor leagues, and there is his autograph card on a Flair XL. So that's today's video. Hope you enjoy that. Almost 20 minutes. Crazy. Thank you for watching.